two. Hey guys, welcome back to our Thursday videos. 10-minute Thursday videos. I have our brother Pavel with us today. New system. We're trying it out. So if you guys don't like something, please let us know. So we're doing different lighting, doing different everything. So just let us know what you guys think. Maybe if we need to turn it up a little louder, we can. If we need to speak close to the mic, we can do that. Yeah, so just quick reminder, it's Thursday today. We're in fasting. Friday's youth service. Sunday is church service, and Monday is home group. So just want to let you guys know, and we'll get back with you guys. So let's hit the music. All right, welcome everyone. Yeah, this is my brother Pavel. He is on the Word of Life show, whatever you'd like to call it. 10-minute Thursday. 10-minute Thursday. So, just quick reminder, really quick, before we even start and get into whatever we're gonna be talking about. So we have today we're fasting Thursday, so we're fasting for the revival of youth. For our church, for everything. So
very important.
Yeah, it's very important for us, and so we would like for you to join in and join us as well on this fast day, because it's very important for everyone to just so God continues to work in our youth and in our church. And Friday we have youth service at, I believe, 8 o'clock still, right?
8 o'clock.
If
still
anything changes, we're gonna be posting it. We're gonna do an autocorrect or something. But 8 o'clock, as we know, on Friday. So don't miss out on that. What else do we have? Oh, Sunday we have church at 11 a.m. here at this building. So do not forget. And we have a few events coming up as well. So I'm going to say that towards the end. And Monday, home groups. I just can't say it enough. Guys, if you're not in a home group, please get a hold of us. We'll put you in a home group. It is so good just to be in a group during the week, and just to be in the Word, and just to be in fellowship with every single person in your group. And our groups are growing, but we want you there. So
for sure, you.
So, all right, let's get into our topic. So I invited our brother Paul to share his testimony on how he found God and how he is here today. Because let me move this like this, if you can still see me, because he serves in our church a lot, and he does a lot in the ministry. So just kind of want to go do an overview. What exactly, how did you find God, and why are you here today? Like, what do you do? And just tell me about yourself, Paul. Tell me about yourself.
Well, I want to say good morning, guys.
It's a good morning.
Tough morning. I think I'm happy that God found me, and in that moment that He was knocking on my heart, I'm happy that He gave me enough time, that I could respond to it. He's indeed very merciful, very loving. And I never had a true encounter with God. And I guess this is where my testimony starts. Well, when Paul or Saul, who knew of the Old Testament, he read, and he thought he was doing what God wanted him to do. I mean, he was very passionate. And then he was going on the road to Damascus, and he gets this encounter with God, with Jesus,
Okay.
And his life changed, and that's like literally, despite of me being Paul, literally is kind of what happened with me.
Yeah. Well, where was your road? What was the road name? Where were you?
Well, the road name was Seward. And me moving there for some time, God really showed me some stuff, and that's when He began molding and kind of calling and knocking on my heart. And I knew that when we moved there, as much as I love Seward, but I knew it was for a short time.
Is it? I've never been, but is it pretty? Very beautiful there.
It's so beautiful.
Really?
We'd go.
Maybe God's calling you to open a church there. Who knows?
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
My heart there is.
We need him here. So.
My wife always says, "Babe, if we're moving back to Seward."
Yeah.
I love it there. But anyways, and as God made the the obstacles in such a way that he made us come back to Delta. And we were, not basically going against God. Like, God, I don't want to go back to Delta. I was just sick of it, and I guess it was everything what I made up in my mind, And I thought I was good Christian, because I've been in church, practically my whole life. I was good,
Yeah.
But I never had that encounter with God, and I never even knew what it was to say that I have the testimony, not only my testimony, but the testimony of God, of Jesus Christ coming down on earth. We speak of things or we hear about it in the church, but to have that in me, in my heart, was something else, and that's when I truly say this is now where my road began of me being born again, a true believer, true Christian.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So your road started in Seward, right?
Yeah.
So what basically brought you back to Delta?
Honestly, God made God, and hopefully my wife can one time testify on this, share testimony. Basically, she got very sick with the sicknesses that we even took her to the hospital. She got taken care of by medical staff over there, and she had this problem with fainting and irregular heart beating and all of this medical stuff, and it just made it literally like impossible for us to live there. And to the point where I was like, we need to move back to Delta because there's no other way. Like it was so bad that she would faint, and I didn't know why, but God made it that we would move back here because I was literally like going against what God was calling me, to the point where God had to somehow with this manner bring us home, and we come home, and then it was fall camp, we had last year, which was so cool.
Whoever didn't go, you missed out for sure.
Definitely missed out. And then my brother Alex, he was here on the show last time, and he was sharing about deliverance, and I was like, yeah, it sounds a little new stuff, like I don't know, like you read about it in the Bible, but it's so uncommon, so not much talked about, and I was like very skeptical about it. And we go there. My wife at that fall camp, she gets delivered from certain spirits, and she gets healed from the diseases that she somehow came upon her when we were living in Seward. And that the doctors, they would send her like, we don't know what to do. What you have is, I should share a testimony on that. But she gets healed there. We're coming back from this trip, from this fall camp, and she's sharing me everything what God has done in her and how God delivered her from this addictions that she had. And I'm like, and when it's like your friends, you somehow, but this was my own wife, I like know her very well.
True.
And I'm like, no way, did truly my wife change? And then indeed we come home and she's a different person, and I'm like, I don't know what happened, because I wasn't there when she got prayed for. I wasn't there when she believed unto God, and she and God just took it away, and I'm like, I see a big difference in my wife, and if what she says she got it from the Lord, I want it too. And it's almost like God was like knocking to me, and he used my wife to get to me. Maybe I wouldn't have believed if it was on me, but since I saw a difference in my wife, that opened my eyes, and I'm like, God, if you're really real, I want the same thing.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And then we were sitting there on the couch from fall camp, and this person asks me a direct question, and I believe that God was speaking to my heart, because that moment on, my life flipped, changed completely. I've never. It's interesting. It's literally equivalent to how God asked Peter. Jesus asked Peter, "Is like, do you love me?" Peter's like, "Yeah, And the question that was addressed to me was, what was your favorite part of the whole camp? What did you get out of this camp? What did I get? And I'm like, oh, it was great. I felt the presence of God, and indeed that was true. And then again, the question was to me, what did you get from this camp? And I'm like, well, it was good. And then I was running out of things to say, and it was almost like I got cornered in, like literally cornered in, and only God would know, my heart, and to say to me, to put me in a corner, And then when the third time that person asked me, what did you get from the camp? And I believe that honestly, that was the moment when God just opened up my heart and showed it to me, what literally was there. And I'm like, and I just literally, I was sitting and I dropped my hands and I was like, I was empty the whole time.
Mm.
I seen the presence of God. I felt Him in the room, but I was never filled. And I literally broke down. And I'm like, and I want that, literally, until I like wanted that change, because my wife was testifying to me about what God did to her the whole road back, and she's like telling me, she's like, but what was your part? And I'm like, oh, it was good. And then she would continue testifying about what God. And I'm like,
couldn't stop, huh? You couldn't stop her.
and literally, at that moment, God started a transformation in my heart.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, guys, just letting you guys know that, you know, oftentimes people are like, well, I want that. And sometimes people say, well, it's too late for me. I can't really get that anymore. You're lying to yourself. You are lying to yourself. There's many people that even older people, they desire that. They see that and they're like, I want that. They get that because their heart is open to it. When you let go of everything that's around you and you just go forward and you strive for Jesus, these things will happen, you know? And guys, thank you, Paul, for the amazing testimony, for the inspiring word, you know, that now this guy, he just doesn't leave church. He's with me all the time. I'm here with him, and we're just serving together all the time. And guys, if you want to serve, you know, sometimes people say, oh, we need to go to Bible school. And sometimes, you know, it's good. It's good, you know. I don't have nothing against it, but we have a lot of work here too. So
maybe Bible school is like at this level. We got to be faithful in the little
you know,
things.
I was actually thinking maybe because a lot of people are going out, you know, people are trying to do things. What if we open a Bible school here in Alaska? Because we don't have a school that's in Alaska, and a lot of people, who knows, because they're already moving here, who knows? You never know. It's just an idea.
In the loops
just
stuff, you know,
just an idea. You never know. I've been thinking about it over a while.
I like where you're headed.
So if you guys don't forget, we're fasting today. We have youth service tomorrow. We have service on Sunday at 11. And guys, please, if you really just want to be in the presence of God and just be in fellowship with one another, join a home group. It's so good. You guys will not regret it. We're going to keep saying, we're going to keep putting it into your guys' heart to keep doing home group. And is there any other news? Oh, we have a event harvest in 2 weeks on the 27th, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So, guys, join us. Don't be scared. We love you guys. Thank you for having us.
Bring a friend.
Bring a friend. Yeah, that's your goal. Bring a friend to home group, and to church, and to youth service.
Maybe even testify to them a little bit about what God's been doing in their lives. Like to me. And then when I came there, my heart was like,
so, Paul, this is your job. You shall bring a friend to youth service.
I shall try.
So, you put this on yourself, my man.
That is very true.
Put this on yourself. So, God bless you guys. I hope to see you guys next time. If you guys have any other topics or something that you guys want us to talk about, we're upgrading our system, so bear with us. But we're still going to keep doing Thursday videos no matter what. So, put us a topic that you guys want. Don't be afraid. I know some people came up to me and said, oh, what, Dennis, I don't know how to get a hold of you. You guys have my number. Don't be afraid. So, or shoot me a text. Anything. Viber. We have it all. So, hope to see you guys there. God bless you. We love you. And cue the video.